Hello and welcome to the TheManlyPotsies. Happy Thursday, everyone. Can't believe it's already been a week since the last video I made. That went unbelievably fast. I guess over the last week I haven't really done a whole lot, but I did manage to drive into town, which is only like 6 miles away, and I bought a couple things that I needed for my second solar heater that I've been working on, and whenever I get that finished I will post a video up on my own personal channel. Other than that, it's just basically been chores around the house and the yard. I mowed a little bit of grass and cleaned my room up, which is actually no small task because I've got a lot of crap in there. I did manage to drive about 40 minutes up to my friend's house. He just got his very first surround sound and home theater system, and I've been nagging him to get for the last decade, literally, and he finally broke down and got one, and so I helped him install it, because I know way more than most average people do about all that kind of stuff, so it was a lot of fun. And I still can't believe that I managed to drive all the way up there. That's unprecedented in the last 2 years, so that was really cool. It might not be the most eventful week ever, but you know what? I will definitely take it. The way I look at it is actually similar to that quote that Paige mentioned on Monday on the 5 Awesome Potsies. You know, if I couldn't do everything that I wanted to, then at least I did some of what I wanted to. And if I was feeling too bad to do even some of what I wanted to do, then I'll know at least that I tried my darndest to be in a good mood and to be upbeat and to enjoy the day. So, oh, by the way, Paige, we're all thinking about you. I wish you all the best on your exams and your papers and everything that you've got to write. Finishing up the semester, I know how difficult it is having gone through a year and a half of college with these symptoms. It can be quite a bear. So we're all thinking about you, and we know you'll do well. So on to the questions. Andrew, you asked on Friday, when we're tachycardic, how do we get it under control? And I haven't really found a very good way of doing that. The best method that I've come across is just to lay down and put on some real relaxing music and almost try and get myself to fall asleep in a way. You know, do deep breathing, just, you know, let everything unwind and untense and things like that. And sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of a crapshoot, but that's the best thing that I've found. And your second question was, what do you do for migraines? And I'm actually really fortunate in that I don't get migraines, but I do get regular old headaches. And like Dave said, I think that those headaches are from just like muscle tension and things like that. So I get real sore on the back of my neck and things like that almost all the time. And the best thing I've found to alleviate that is massages, and I've also got a, along a similar line I guess, I've also got a shiatsu massage pillow that just has like 4 little kneading balls that go like that in or something, and I'll lay down on that on my bed for like a half an hour and just let it work on my neck and my upper back, and that has helped me before. It certainly helps to relax, or to help me relax, so that's pretty much it for that, I guess. I haven't really found any other methods, and I don't like taking extra drugs, so I avoid that as much as I can. Anyway, also, Andrew, sorry about all the other crazy health issues you've had in your past, man. You've really been through the gauntlet. I'm glad that you've come out your own self as you are now, though. It's good to have you. David, you asked on Monday, are we wary of doctors with no experience in dysautonomia or POTS, and do we then try to educate them? For me, because pretty much the latest diagnosis that I've been handed is POTS, I haven't seen many doctors that don't know about it. So I haven't really had much of a chance to try and educate them. My psychologist guy, who is the one that believes that what I have is a somatoform disorder, I have tried to explain it to him as best as I can. I've given him a copy of the Changes DVD, which I think is from Dynet. Shannon's on it. And that was a trip too, watching Shannon on a DVD. Yeah, but anyway, I gave him a copy of that, and I've given him and one or two of the other doctors brochures and flyers and things like that, and I've also tried to explain things myself. So, and that's really as much as you can do, I suppose. So, oh, and Dave, also, I wanted to mention, just because you brought it up, you said you sit Indian style all the time, and I do the same thing. I've been like duck-footed or whatever, where your feet bow out since I was born, and because of that, all of my joints in my legs align in kind of strange ways that allow me to move and do things that people seem to find kind of bizarre. So I'll show you here real quick. Most people have their feet parallel like this, and that's actually kind of uncomfortable for me. So I normally stand like this, which is about a 90-degree angle between my feet. But I also, and this might gross some of you out, I can also stand like that, and that doesn't hurt. In fact, I don't feel a whole lot of tension, just a little bit in my knees. But so that's kind of bizarre. And I can also drop straight down right into, I think that's like a yoga pose or something like that, but there's no tension at all on my legs right now. This is how they like to be. Trying to keep them straight out in front of me and straight up and down is almost impossible. So, not sure why I showed you that, but it's something weird. So, anyway, and Dave, I'm glad to hear that you got out and were able to do a whole bunch of stuff. I hope you didn't end up crashing too hard because of it, but you know, it's always good to get out and do things. Makes you feel a little bit better about yourself and everything. So, Frank, you didn't have a question, and I'm sorry to hear that you're completely swamped with stuff and feeling lousy. You know, we've all been there, and it sucks. But you know, all I can say is I hope that things start to improve soon, and just hang in there, man. We're all thinking about you. So, Joel, you asked if there's anything that we used to love to do that we haven't been able to anymore because of our symptoms. And you know, there's obviously quite a bit of stuff, but the main thing that stands out to me is traveling. Like I mentioned in last week's video, my family and I used to travel a lot, almost every summer, out west, hiking in the mountains, canoeing up in Algonquin in Canada, you know, flying over to Scotland and visiting all the castles and things like that, and I really do miss that a lot. Another thing that I miss a lot is singing. Depending on your view, might not be the most manly of things, but any of my friends that have known me for a long time will know that I was a notorious singer. I would be singing everywhere. Everything that I was doing, I'd always be singing something. If I was building a set piece for a play, I'd be singing. If I was mowing the lawn, I'd be singing. Didn't matter, I was always singing. And I was also in 2 different choruses when I was at the university. I was in one that they called UCS, University Choral Society, which we did really big kind of classical pieces with a full orchestra. Like I sang Mozart's Requiem one time, which is like an hour long. Looking back on that, I have no idea how I stood up there and sang for an hour straight under all those hot lights, but it was a good time. And I was also in the men's chorus at the university, which was a blast. So I do miss all of that quite a bit, and I can certainly tell the difference because every once in a while when I'm feeling ambitious, I'll try and sing along with what I'm playing on the piano, and it's just terrible. It burns my ears to hear how nasty my voice has gotten. So, maybe sometime in the future I'll post a video of me trying to sing something. That'll be entertaining, I'm sure. So, anyway, since I did mention the whole driving issue, I thought that'd be a good question for this week. So, how do you guys do when you're driving, if you drive at all? Is there like a time limit or a distance limit as to how far you can go? And how does it make you feel when you're driving? Do you get real symptomatic or not? So that's it for now. I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday and also weekend. Stay tuned tomorrow for Andrew. And take care and God bless everyone.